Hello, you beautiful 99ers. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Sway to the 99, and I typically post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, including 99-cent only store walkthroughs and hauls, Dollar Tree store walkthroughs and hauls, and budget meals using all ingredients that I found at the 99-cent only store and or the Dollar Tree. So in today's video, we're in the kitchen whipping up a very delicious, budget-friendly meal. Using items that I found at the 99-cent only store. And yes, I'm actually wearing my Selena t-shirt, which I did get from RJ Olives. So RJ Olives, look, I'm wearing my t-shirt. Excuse me. And can you guys believe I'm still somewhat sick? This is crazy. So anyway, if you are new and if you guys do enjoy, those types of walkthroughs, or if you're just looking for budget-friendly meal ideas, definitely hit the subscribe button, as I do post videos, like I said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And actually, a quick announcement actually before we start. So starting in March, I'm going to be adding a Friday walkthrough video. I will announce that probably closer to the beginning of March, but I am going to be adding a different store into the rotation. I know a lot of you really enjoy the walkthroughs and really just, and I have a lot of fun with it too, so I wanted to just add another video into the rotation just so we spend a little bit more time together and we can hang out and chit chat in the comment section. So anyway, enough of that. Let me just show you guys quickly what we'll be making today in today's cooking video. So with that, let's get started. So here are the ingredients that I'll be using in today's video. This is a really simple meal that I'm making. However, this is one of my go-to just quick dinners sometimes that I like to make. So one thing that I'm going to be using is the spicy simmer. This is the packs that we purchased at the 99-cent only store. I've tried these before and they're amazing. And I wanted to use up some spinach that I have left over and some broccoli, which is starting to slightly go a little brownish. Excuse me, but I obviously don't like to waste food, so I wanted to use it up. Also, I love this rice. I also purchased at the 99-cent only store. So if you guys see this, definitely pick it up. One thing just to note is that this takes about 45 minutes to cook, but once it's ready, it is so delicious. And lastly, this is actually not from the 99 or from the Dollar Tree. I did need the extra firm tofu, so I did purchase this at Target. But you can get pretty much tofu anywhere. A lot of stores tend to sell it for about $1.25, $1.99 at most. So if you are going to be doing this recipe, I highly recommend you guys to use extra firm tofu, because that will make sure that you can kind of grill it and saute it a little bit and not really lose its shape. So with that, let's get cooking. So the first thing we're doing is the rice. We're gonna have this in here for about 35 minutes. So we're gonna bring this to a boil. And you guys can see, look at the water. It looks so cool. So anyway, I'm gonna stir this for a moment and excuse me, bring this to a boil, and then I'm gonna simmer it for about 30 to 35 minutes. And pretty much close the lid and let it do its thing. So I'll let that do its thing while I prep everything else. All right, so let's prep the tofu while we wait for the rice to cook. Ooh. Let's get this. And what I like about tofu is that basically you can make it taste however you want. It pretty much comes as like a blank slate, basically, where you can make it taste like however you prefer. So it really just absorbs whatever spices or seasonings you put into it, which is what I really like. There we go. And again, when you are doing something like this, you want to make sure you get the extra firm tofu. Drain that out. I'm only going to use about half of it for this video. I'm not going to make too much today. There we go. So next, what you want to do is you want to kind of just gently push it down to drain out any excess water. And you want to wrap it with some paper, again, just to absorb the water as much as possible. There we go. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know, it's so funny, quick story time. The video almost didn't happen today because I was on the phone with Couponing for a Cause, and we were just chit-chatting, catching up, and I lost track of time, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to get this video done. So it almost didn't happen, and thanks to Couponing for a Cause, you guys can blame her. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want her getting mad at me. All right. So anyway, you basically just want to dry it as much as possible, and that will help to once you start putting it into the frying pan to really absorb whatever seasoning you're going to throw into it. So today I'm actually just going to use a little bit of salt, garlic, and soy sauce, and because I'm going to be using the spices, I don't want to overdo it. So I think it's pretty good. I'm just going to let it sit for a few minutes there and dry a little more, and then continue on with the rest of the items. So this is going to be a very simple one. I'm not putting too many veggies into it. I'm basically keeping it green, where I'm just simply putting in some broccoli and spinach. Again, I wanted to just keep it light because I really like to taste the flavor of the spiciness over here, and yeah, and also because of the tofu, I feel like with the tofu, it's definitely going to make it pretty hearty, so I don't want to overdo it. There we go. One thing I never really know is how to chop up broccoli. I know you would think that as a vegetarian, I would totally be a broccoli cutter aficionado, but I'm not. So I'm gonna cut the stems down a little bit because I don't want to throw most of it out. So I am cutting the stems down a little bit so I can throw it into the stir fry. And I know a lot of you have given me ideas, and I do still have those ideas. So I just wanted to, for today's video, just do something simple. But don't worry, I'm going to still be doing the ideas that you've been suggesting, including my best friend Gigi, who had made some really delicious suggestions as well. Ooh, sorry about that. All right, I think that's enough broccoli. So, and the spinach is ready. So basically, we're waiting for the rice to be getting closer to being ready, so we can start stir frying the veggies, so everything can be pretty much be ready at the same time. All right, so now we can start preparing the veggies. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the veggies into a bowl and basically put in the sauce, the marinade sauce. And we're going to let this kind of sit in there for about 5 minutes. Ooh, it smells really, not spicy, not like hot spicy, but it just smells like, you know, just like different spices. It smells good though. There you go. I just want to give this a nice quick stir. Make sure everything is nice and coated. And I thought about putting the tofu in there, but I think mixing it too quickly is going to make it fall apart. So I'm gonna just, once the pan is ready, I'm just gonna throw it in there, grill it a little bit, and then mix everything else in. Because I think otherwise it's going to get too mushy if you start mixing everything too quickly and tossing it around in there. So for now, I'm just gonna stick with the broccoli. And I'm also gonna do the same with the spinach. I'm gonna basically cook that at the very end. So it doesn't over cook in the pan. And this will pretty much be kind of like our kind of a heartier part of the meal anyway. All right, so what we want to do next is we're going to throw in our spices, and we're going to throw this in here for about 30 seconds. Come on. There we go. And we basically just want to let it do its thing for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to throw in the veggies. What I'm going to do next is throw in the tofu. So I want to grill it just a little bit. And especially with the spices in there, I think that will help absorb some of the flavor. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. Alright, we're gonna throw a pinch of salt. And a little bit of garlic, or a lot, depending on your taste buds. Again, I just want to quickly, ooh, it's starting to smell good, you guys. All right, next we're gonna add in our broccoli. We're gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes. Just gonna cover it for a moment. I want to make sure that the broccoli gets nice and steamed, and also all the odors get absorbed into the broccoli. All right, so I think now we're ready for our spinach. I'm just gonna throw that on top. Cover it for another minute or so. Again, just trying to dwell the spinach and get some of that moisture and taste absorbed into everything else. And I almost did forget to add a little bit of soy sauce like I said I would. There we go. I'm going to put this on low and cover it up again. Just give it a nice gentle mix. Ooh, it smells good. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're going to add in our simmer sauce. Let's add this in here. Make it nice and saucy. There we go. And then we're gonna add 1/4 cup of water. And I did add the 1/4 cup of water into the baggie just to get the rest of the any remaining sauce out of the packet. You know how we do. Gotta get all your money. Gotta get your money's worth, you know. There we go. So we're just gonna gently stir this in. Make sure that it gets all mixed in together, and then we're gonna just let it basically simmer for a few minutes. Cover it up and let the sauce do its magic. Perfect. All right, I think this is pretty much ready to be consumed in a moment. So I'm just gonna cover it and just let it sit for a few minutes. All right, guys. So this is the final product. I am gonna just simply remove the actual spices out of the dish, but you guys get an idea of what it looks like, and it smells so good. And also, our rice is ready, nice and steamy. So basically, now I'm just gonna, separate it a little bit, and I did take it off the pan. The heat, out of the heat where it was cooking. So basically, we're just gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve. But look, I love when the steam comes out of the dish. So anyway, I think this is almost basically ready. All right. So the reason why I have it in a bowl is to make it into a nice shape. So what I'm gonna do is literally look, ta-da! Excuse me. When I cough half a lung out. It looks so that way gives it a nice little shape, and then I can now start putting in the rest of the meal. Can't wait to try this with you guys. It smells so good. And I know I say that a lot, but it really smells really delicious. So I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of juice there, maybe a little more. And just, there we go. I hope you guys do try these kits. If you do have a 99-cent only store, definitely pick up one of the kits, because I'm telling you guys, these are such great things to throw into your meals, because it makes it look like you're like a chef. Like me, look at me trying to pretend like I'm a chef. There we go. All right, so it's probably not the most presentable, but it smells amazing, and I'm totally going to devour it right now. All right, so for the moment of truth, to give it a quick taste test, I'm gonna start off with the broccoli and see what I think. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. This is good. Wow. Wow. The tofu really absorbed the flavor. Mm. I'm glad that I kind of steamed it into its own juices so everything would pretty much just get absorbed. And that is exactly what happened. The tofu really soaked in the flavors. Mmm. Definitely more than the broccoli. I mean, the broccoli is tasty, but I have to say the tofu really soaked in all the flavors. Mmm. And the rice is so good too. Mmm. Wow. I'm really happy with this, you guys, because, excuse me, what I like about it is you can literally throw any type of veggie you want in this. This is like your own stir fry. So whatever veggies really come to mind, you can throw in this and it would taste so good. Mmm. And what I didn't realize before is that this recipe, or the sauce, actually has pineapple in it. And if you guys know me, you guys know that I love pineapple, so that it's just like an added bonus. Oh my god, you guys, this is so good. Mmm. Sorry that I'm eating in front of you, but this is so good. Mmm. Amazing. All right, one more bite. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, you saw how quickly it was, easy to make, and also the most important part of it was that it was budget friendly, and it was so delicious. So I hope you guys try these recipes at home. And like I said, I know a lot of you have been giving me ideas for videos, so don't worry, I am still making those. I just wanted to do something very simple today and show you something that I would typically make on a regular weekday. Excuse me. Wow, I'm sorry. I am still recovering from being sick rather. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I mentioned, I'm going to be adding in a additional walkthrough every Friday starting in March. So I hope you guys stick around with me, and I have some exciting plans coming up. So I really can't wait to show you, to share with you guys. So and as a quick reminder, I do have the Sway to the 99 scholarship. So if you have not checked that out, I will link it down below. And also I am doing a February giveaway, which I posted in my Dollar Tree walkthrough. So if you have not checked that video out, definitely check it out and enter the giveaway. So it's a really good one. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I will see you on Saturday. So until then, have a great one. And as always, don't forget to do the 99.